Hi there, welcome back to my channel. I'm Doris Ojake, the sonographer originally from Cameroon but currently practicing in the UK. So I just came in and it's a little cold and everything. So I just wanted to do a quick video and talk about the CV and how I wrote the CV as per the last video. If you haven't watched the last video, please watch the last video. I'll link it somewhere. I'm sure it'll pop up somewhere here or here. I don't know, but I promise you I'll do this today, so I have to do this. So that's why we're doing this. So in the last video, I shared with you the two personas of a CV. I shared with you the two personas of a CV. Now, if you have watched that video, I'm sure you buy my idea and what I'm telling you. Right? It made sense, right? I felt it did because it was really a big deal and a game changer when I did it. And that notwithstanding, it's really getting dark here and it's already dark outside. Let me just show you outside. So it's really dark out here in Wembley, and I just have to say I've not seen snow so far here, and I'm really angry. Even just wet, but no snow. Why is there no snow? All right, so last video I said I was going to go through my CV that I wrote, like the person of the CV who have done that during the last video. So watch the last video and don't start telling me that you don't understand things here and there. So watch the last video. Now let's get to this. Sorry for all the mix-up. I'm really sorry I'm watching this video, but I have to do it. If not, tomorrow I'll still be up and about again. So sorry. I'll just set this right here. I am so sorry. All right, thank you. So I have my machine here and I will look at the video, read the CV and then help you understand it better. Right? Yes, I think so. Let me keep my cup of tea here. No, I cannot survive without tea. I really cannot survive without tea. So there we go. So now I said you should always write your objective statement, right? So it could be let's say a professional summary, so many ways, like professional summary, whatever you want to call it, but the idea is you should be able to explain yourself and why you are fit for that job in very few short sentences. Like the maximum should be, let me count how many I have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. So it should not be like so much of a long paragraph, just something really short. Right now I'm feeling like this was too long. I'm really feeling that way. All right, now listen to what I wrote. I'll read it out for you. Now this is what I wrote. I am a qualified sonographer with a 4-year undergraduate degree and a higher national diploma, with over 5 years of experience in urban and rural hospital settings within the Cameroon health system. Right? I work in a busy department where most of the work is in obstetrics, gynecology, abdominal, and small parts. I've been privileged to perform over 300 scans monthly. Right? I'm also qualified in general ultrasound. As part of my volunteer role, I travel to royal health centers for mostly obstetric ultrasound scans and ultrasound awareness campaigns. Come on, why would you not want to meet me? Wait, I'm still coming. All right, that is it. Now I go further to say I enjoy my job with a particular preference for obstetrics and an interest in improving on musculoskeletal ultrasounds, and I find it very fascinating. And at my current job, we've recently gotten an orthopedic and trauma surgeon. So I go ahead to say I'm currently looking to gain more experience in an advanced setting. Look at that technique, advanced setting. All right, then I go ahead to say, while I provide the possible, let me take it over again. I'm currently looking for a position. I'm currently looking to gain more experience in an advanced setting while I provide the best possible standard of care and diagnostic service for your facility. All right, so please tell me why you don't want to meet me. Tell me why. You want to meet somebody like me? Like I felt that was good and it really suited the persona, because this job, they were looking for overseas train. So you see how I mentioned there, that I've been trained in urban and rural settings within the Cameroon health system. See, so I had to mention, I mentioned that in, so that served that job, that job persona. Now, the job was also looking at musculoskeletal, the service, the main role of the service is musculoskeletal injuries. So they are really interested in musculoskeletal, and I also went through their LinkedIn and discovered that they recently send some staff for training for musculoskeletal, and even in the job description they mentioned that they wanted somebody with interest in musculoskeletal. So I mentioned I put it in there. Now I also realized that when I was going through the company's about page, they are really into volunteering work, they are really into charity. So I also made sure that I mentioned my charity that I do. And did you know that, anyway, I'll give you the gist later. So I made sure that I mentioned this, right? And I realized that this will be valuable to them. I mentioned this, and I mentioned the awareness campaign that I do and everything. And I also went for that to express how I enjoy my job and my preferences. And I made sure to say that I have interest in improving in musculoskeletal. And I also went for that to say I have interest in doing that because in my present job we have had, right, and we did, yes, this is the truth. So we did get an orthopedic surgeon, and I actually took some online courses because he began to request more of musculoskeletal ultrasound. You get, right? So that was my opening statement. Now let me go back to this job. This job was an international job, right? I applied from Cameroon for this job in the UK, and this job they were looking for overseas trained, right? Overseas trained in general ultrasound who have an interest in musculoskeletal ultrasound. So you see what I did here, and I went into the company persona, and I also tag into their charity work. I also tag into they also have a policy of continuous education, right? It's normal here in the UK. They always it's normal that people do continuous professional development. It's not like in Cameroon where you just learn and you finish and you just start working and you're working forever and ever. You're taking no courses, nothing. But it wasn't really strange to me because prior to that period, I had been taking a lot of online courses, especially radiology across border. If you don't know about radiology across borders, please make sure you look them up on LinkedIn. It's a very good resource, and it will really help build up your profile as a professional sonographer. So that was what I wrote on my professional summary, and I think this was good. This was good. I really will not go ahead to say my CV was just the best and everything. I believe in a lot of grace made preparation because I was doing a lot of online studies. That was it. I was doing a lot of development in my professional life, so I was always on LinkedIn checking out what other professionals are doing in my field out of my country. So I really felt that this was grace meeting preparedness, right? That's how I got my current position in the UK right now. Now, after that was a professional summary, like I said, objective statement. So from there now, I went ahead to list my experiences. So from the most recent, and in my first experience, the most recent, I made sure I listed the number of persons I scanned per day, the number of scans I would do per day or per month, and then talk about interesting cases. Talk about if I had. I talked about my work with specialist doctors. It's really important that sonographer works with specialist doctors because they get more. In that way, these doctors, they ask for more detailed scans, right? These doctors, they ask for more detailed scans. I need to drink something. Oh my God, so cold. So this is just coffee. Sorry. I just need to drink something, and I cannot drink cold water. So I'm a little bit parched. All right, oh God, that felt good. So you have to make sure that from your objective or your personal statement or your professional statement, you summarize your work experience, you summarize your goals, your future, and what you're particular about. You also make them understand that you want to grow, and you show the past. Like if you go back, you realize I said in my professional statement that I've been doing some training in musculoskeletal, and also note that this job is interested in musculoskeletal, and I myself have a personal incline that I've been training myself personally on musculoskeletal, right? So that was a good point for this. So if you go back and watch my first video, so that you understand the importance of what I'm talking about, when I talk about the personas of your CV. Now, if we continue now to the experience, we have the latest experience, not your most recent experience. And it's very okay to write a CV and write to presently, right? To apply for a job while you are still on your other job. It shows like it speaks really some kind of a negative level if you are out of a job. Like, why were you out of the job? Right? You should be getting out of a job to another job. Like, there should be some flow. That is why in the registration process to register as a sonographer in the UK, they ask you to explain if you have extended period of no work, right? And so they even ask you to do internship or volunteerism before they can put you into the system. So it's a good thing where you apply for another job when you are presently in something, right? So the first experience, that is where you focus, because I tell you the truth, nobody will go through all your experiences, especially when you have 5+ years, 6+ years, 10 years. Nobody will go through all that. So your professional statement and your first experience, that is where you should explain more and be more detailed. And like I said, target it, address the job persona, right? That's the employee persona and the job persona. It will help a lot. So for the other ones, the other experiences coming below, you could reduce the bulk of work you write. Like, you reduce the details, but make sure you write some details in there. And you should also make sure that in your education you are specific, and your years of education and the degrees that you have is very important. And for sonographers and other professional programs in the medical field, it's really important that you put in your internships during school. So you could just list your internship during school, and if you did an internship that is really particular to the job, like if for example I did a musculoskeletal internship during my period, I would have written it down here, right? Or for example, if they're interested in my echo card that I did in Shishon, I would have written it down here. So like I said, tailor your CV to the job persona and to the company persona. This way you are really addressing and giving what this person looking for the job wants as an employee and as a good cultural fit for their job. All right, so I think that is it. If you have any questions or any worries to write your CV as a professional sonographer who wants to practice in the UK, please leave your information. Not information. It's like I want to employ you. Sorry. Just leave a comment down below, leave your question down below, and I'll address your own personally. If you want me to address your questions personally, and I'll address it personally, I'll try to, I'll address it in the comment section so that other people can also read it, and we can all help ourselves as we go along. All right, so that is it. So for, I think next video I'll do a video on professional membership and certifications. All right, yeah, I think that is it. All right, thank you so much. And one tip, when you're writing your CV, please always write available on request, please. The number of pages, we don't want to pass through. All right, bye bye, thank you. Oh my god, please subscribe.